Welcome to the bigger play where the rubber meets the road and we get straight to it. What's happening, man? Come on, Shannon Sharpe steps down, will temporarily step down from ESPN duties amid ongoing lawsuit. Shannon Sharpe has said he would temporarily take time away from the role on ESPN after being sued for assault, battery, and sexual battery. He denies the allegations in the lawsuit filed Sunday by an anonymous woman and her attorneys. Although we know the names now, I'm not going to say them. You can tap in to CNN Sports. This is our reference. This is our data. This is our facts and statistics. This is where we're coming from. Sharpe plays a prominent part on ESPN morning sports debate show First Take. Come on, man. I will be devoting this time to my family and responding and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL season, preseason, Sharpe said in a statement issued on Thursday. Wow. Y'all see this? I don't understand it, but so many people not paying attention, we're going to deal with this. The Pro Football Hall of Famer concluded by thanking his family, fans, friends, and colleagues for their support. Following Sharpe's announcement, ESPN said in a statement, "This is a serious situation and we agree with Shannon's decisions to step away." Let's talk. We know this is Shakedown. Shakedown. We know it's a shakedown.
The address here?
One of our main purposes, if not the main purpose, is to enlighten men about the do's, the don'ts, the yays, the nays. Fellas, listen, it's a lot to talk about. I get it. It's a lot. Watch what you're doing. Watch what you are doing. Somehow, it's so many reports, they conflicting, but however they coming out. Fellas, be aware for the overlay, for the underplay. Meaning, on the surface, the young lady may appear, and first of all, let's deal with this. Don't you ever, at 56 to 60 and all these crazy ages, deal with a young lady that's 20 years old without understanding what may come with this. I posted something up the other day. A 36-year-old man marries a 19-year-old young lady. Now, they in the comments confused, but there are a lot of guys and girls, women and men saying that's their business, stay out of it, they grown. Would you feel the same way about this situation? I say, be aware of what's going on. The overlay for the underplay mean this young lady treating you a certain type of way, she giving you action. The problem is you over here with the bankroll. A real big bankroll, and it looked like it came after the fact that it was announced the man just closed on a $100 million deal, give or take. Shannon Sharpe been in the game a long time. Hall of Famer, ex-NFL, amazing player. And I mean, the Club Shake podcast has gone viral. I always wondered, you walk in that bank, your account say 32 M's. Even though people don't know about these accounts, in certain banks you have brokerage accounts where somebody looking at these funds, and if you ask for a certain amount, certain people can access these funds. Somebody find it out, people not discreet. They supposed to be your high end. I always wondered, Is it possible for somebody to sick somebody on you? Like, you know how to, every time Steph Curry got a problem, Draymond Green, he ready to. But anyway, is it possible? Yeah. And now here it is, you think this person coming at you in whatever setting is genuine. You taking them trustworthy. Now you get to cracking, you get to laying down, something don't go right, and here these allegations come. Shakedown. I'm calling it like I see it. A shakedown.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzbee, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Buzbee want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
The whole world damn near got no Shannon Sharpe if you're a supporter or you're a fan of the NFL. That's first of all. If you're in the podcast world, you know exactly who he is. If not the biggest on us on the African American side, the biggest outside of us, I might add. Listen, I don't mean to toot my horn. I mean toot our own horn. Me and my partner, we the biggest. These facts, and we're gonna bring this to you, and it's gonna get bigger, bigger, better, and greater. This is what we're doing. We're showing up on a regular. We're trying to show up every day. If we're not able to show up to do a complete pod and give our insight or give a detailed synopsis of what's going on in the current events on this side, then we're going to put them reels together, and you tap in with the reels so you can understand perspective. Back to the boss. This is the problem, people. This is the problem, young men. You have to pay attention. You're worth a lot of money. I don't understand it, so I gotta give some insight to those who paying attention. Pride before the fall. No. The goal is chase your dreams. Chase the money. Chase your purpose. Stay focused. Love your family. Be spiritually connected with the universe. Do your best to drink a lot of water. You understand? Tap in with God. Stay prayed up. Stay positive. Stay respectful. Be healthy. Think positive thoughts. And when you get the right lineup, you crack. There's so many women that you, as a wealthy, rich, educated, profound Hall of Famer, can get without these problems. We have to shut that down. It don't matter which way you're going, it's looking crazy. All these brothers, shake down. We know what this is. It's sad to see, but we have to talk to the brothers to let them know, got to do it different. It's too much money. Move quietly. Move around a circle. You understand? At some point, you set yourself up for greatness or you set yourself up for failure. Whether you've done it or not, this is what I've learned. I've studied a lot of rich people, and a lot of wealthy rich people have what you call attorneys on retainer. Why is that? Because people will bring false allegations, and the attorney may come tell you, I know you're dealing with a lot. I know you're busy. However, it's a possibility that even though you don't know this person, they could project this lawsuit. And what'll happen is, even though you're not guilty, it may cost you more to pay me to defend you in this, as opposed to you just settling. But hold on, Mr. Attorney. My integrity at stake. I wish I would. And most of them gonna recommend that you settle. Otherwise, you gotta pay them $100,000 or $200,000 when you could have just settled for 20 to 50, depending on the magnitude of them. I don't like the fact that I be reading about all these offers that people make an offer. Something needs to happen about false allegations. It's not enough damage that happened to people for presenting false allegations against other people that affect their livelihood, that affect their net worth, that affect their growth, that affect their income, that affect their family, that affect their emotional stability, affects so many things, and as a result, nothing happens. Years ago, Chingy had to run in with a situation, and come to find out, the person come out and say never happened. But in the beginning, they rode the wave. Chingy lost millions of dollars, millions of endorsements. Life got derailed. Nothing ever happened. This person's still running around in the industry right now. We living in some wicked times. And for some reason, Big Boss Kevin Samuels was here trying his best to uplift the man that may not have a lot of confidence, may not have a lot of integrity, may not have a lot of parental direction, may not have a lot of father influence, may not have that level of masculinity and that alphaness in that man that represents that man. And here it is, you getting taken advantage of. But see, he's living on through us, and it's up for us to help facilitate talking points to you so that you don't wind up in these situations. How you letting my man Neo running around with a 4-piece and other guys that practice certain type of behavior, balanced, documentation, paperwork in order, and you got people around that's happy to be in this situation? If you, hell, go be a Muslim if you want to. They're going to put you with some decent, high-value women. Not a young 20-year-old, you 35, 36, 37, 8, 9 years, a senior. You don't do that. Not that way. A lot of people going to clown the man. I'm not going to do it. We're going to use this to try to talk to the brothers and try to explain to them. That's not the way to go. It's a whole group of people out here that's with what you want to be with. You pushing them to the side, going to choose what you want for whatever reason, and here it is, that person got an agenda. And you naive. No matter how old you is, you naive because the money in the way, the fame in the way. People been memeing Unc. They been on top of Unc head about everything. You know, he had the green on, he stepped outside, you know, he did all that, and it was hilarious. He had the man purse on. He doing his interviews. We love Unc. Don't get it twisted. We love Unc. Unc entertaining is a must. You hear me? Bringing us some of the best, rawest interviews we done seen in the past 2 years. These is facts. But to see the man go down like that, nah. I don't like it. We need to be helping each other recognize and represent to the fullest. If the man step up, if men start to step up and claim their leadership role and their masculine role and who they are, you won't run into these problems, because those that need to, and that's even out of order, gonna fall in line, and they gonna get in order. These is facts. It's a fact. We dealing with too much chaos when it comes to men falling down by way of our counterparts. You understand? They're getting real tricky. And because they see Shannon in a certain light, A lot of people gonna judge him. I don't know why he was with a 20-year-old. Especially that 20-year-old. They gonna clown No need to clown them, because what I learned is a lot of people will say what they gonna do or what they would do if put in a situation, but they haven't been to war. They haven't been to war to know what they'll do if they start getting busted and you in traffic. I would have ran. Now you don't know what you would have did unless you've been in that particular exact situation, but you haven't. Anybody judgment could get clouded. No matter who you is. You want to use these experiences, you want to use these things that you're seeing to learn from them. So you can have some insight on the decision that you need to make when you face certain challenges, because you're going to face them. Step down, it go from one extreme to the next. And people could just put false allegations. He did this, he did that, he did this, he did that. Rough. Man. I do not like to see it. We love Club Shay Shay. We love Unc. Love Stephen A. Skip Bayless. You know, people had their discrepancies and people had their differences, but man, why Unc ain't got him a nice 35 to 45, you know? I mean, a little team, a little roster. Why you ain't got that, Unc? Why you ain't got that? Well, they understand how you're moving. You literally can live and move like how you want to move, especially with this kind of paper. Certain things as a man is supposed to allow you to operate and live in a certain disposition, a certain discourse. You're supposed to be able to have you a nice, balanced operation with these type of things not happening. Even if you slip, there's certain parameters set in place so you'll never slip to a point where you fall that hard. Don't have to happen. I hate to see it. I'm going to research it some more tonight. And if need be, we're going to bring you guys some more in-depth aspect and information on UMP. Until next time. Bigger Play Podcast. Tune in, tap in, follow us everywhere.
Pastors lying to the public, they ain't got the truth in them. Lights out, gas off, boot listed city pimping. Blocks on fire cause the homeowners broke as fuck. Taxes up, water bill higher than a semi truck. It's a bigger play, a bigger play.